I'm Bill Meeks.
And I'm Anne-Marie DeSimone.
And we have some news.
We have some news.
Yeah. Back on October 1st, 2012, we started podcasting with Greetings from Storybrooke, a Once Upon a Time podcast.
In case you didn't know.
And, then a couple years after that, we expanded to, we did the Once Upon a Time.
We did Universe Box. We did Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. We did the new version of Universe Box.
Legends of Gotham. Our biggest hit by far.
And We're So Lost.
And
Man, we've done a lot of podcasts.
Disney Pass Holder Project,
the briefly lived Disney Pass Holder Project.
But after almost 5 years here, it's about time to.
We're hanging up the microphones.
Yeah, I think. I think actually we should probably start with our plans first off for how we're gonna shut it down. As of right now, We're So Lost and
Universe Box
are
they're
done.
canceled.
Yeah. No big final episode. No big last hurrah for either of those shows. We're just going to go ahead and...
We're pulling the cord.
Yeah, bow out. Because Legends of Gotham has been so successful for us and we have such a strong fan base for it, we feel the obligation to finish out Season 3.
Right. We definitely are going to finish the season and we're still going to give it our all and hold ourselves to the same standard, which will be a little bit easier with only doing one show a week.
Yeah, that's very true too. And, so mid-April, I think it comes back.
It comes back April 24th.
You'll get us for 7 more weeks of Legends of Gotham.
Yes.
But the reasons are plentiful. I think a big part of the reason is that we sort of started this whole podcasting thing with certain goals in mind. Like for me, I wanted a career out of it. I wanted to, build something that I could show, hey, look, I can build something good.
Things.
And I did that, and someone gave me a career out of it. My current employer gave me a career out of it, and it's been almost 2 years now I've been at that job, and it's been, as my role at that company has grown more and more, it's been getting harder and harder to devote as much time and energy and attention to the podcast.
And part of the reason that I wanted to start the podcast was to be something other than just a stay-at-home mom working retail. It wasn't at all any sort of a life goal of mine to do that.
Yeah.
So this gave me a professional as well as a creative outlet. But now that has spurred many other things, including a paying gig. And, our family's getting older. When we started this 5 years ago, we had babies.
Yeah, we had toddlers.
And
babies.
So they all went to bed nice and early, which made everything very convenient. But now as they're getting older and in upper elementary school, it's not fair to them to force them to have to go to bed early so we can record. It almost feels mean.
Yeah, not to get too deep in the weeds, but I mean, the way on podcast days, the way my schedule is right now, I do my normal morning routine. I get up in the morning, I go work out, I get ready, I go to work. So I see them for 10 or 15 minutes in the morning, and then if we're doing a podcast, then I have to come home,
maybe 10 or 15 minutes,
and do a rewatch or do notes or do this and do that. Yeah, and I see them for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and
before we're shoveling them to bed, going go to sleep, we have a show, and it doesn't feel fair, and I think it's taken a toll on us.
Yeah.
As well as our children, and it's not letting us dedicate as much time and energy, maybe not enough creative energy to our professional projects and jobs.
I'll say too that I had some real steam behind me with my writing before I got the new job, and the new job takes up so much energy that I kind of had to pick between writing and podcast, and I feel regretful that I haven't been able to devote as much time to that as I used to. And like I said, again, I feel like podcasting was a means to an end. I think we've reached that end. And
for us. But this isn't saying that we won't make an appearance every now and then. Guest on our front. We have so many friends that have podcasts. We're more than willing to be a guest on it, but the podcast studio might leave the living room, which would be nice.
Yeah, and the YouTube channel is going to stay open. I mean, we're definitely open to, if we go see a cool movie,
we'll talk about it.
Hopping on for a few minutes talking about it, or if I want to make a fun video, we'll definitely do that kind of stuff.
It's going to sort of go more the creative route versus the business route.
Yeah.
Where our YouTube is going to be us having fun or us having a story to tell, versus us talking about someone else's story.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be less analytical and more creative.
It's something that we're both in need of, I think.
Yeah. But I mean, it's been great. Did we go over that? Because this is our second take. We go over the statistics at all?
I don't know. Do it again.
The rough statistics. Between all of our podcasts, over the past 5 years, we've had well over 1 million downloads of the podcast, over 500,000 YouTube views, thousands of letters,
hundreds of regular followers, and
not
chat room contributors.
And that's hundreds of people who were there
since the beginning.
And we heard from once a month or once every couple months.
Yeah,
there's all sorts of other people who've
come and gone,
or write to us, and they're like, we've been listening to you for years.
And they'd wait 4 years to message us. We've become really good friends with a lot of you, and so please don't take this as a slight towards you. It's just something we need to do for ourselves.
We're not killing off those friendships.
We don't want to kill off any friendships we've made. No.
The bar we all met at, is closing the magic juice taps and going away. But we can find a new bar. We can find new ways to hang out. I mean, the patron hangout we did last week with Cards Against Humanity. I mean, we're completely open to doing stuff like that.
Oh, I will play Cards Against Humanity all the time.
Yeah.
It's just we've had to rush through life to get to our podcasts, which is not the way it should be.
Yeah.
It's not the way. We shouldn't have to rush through family events or cancel events or not attend things because we have a show to do that night. It's not fair. It's just not fair.
And I would say too that Greetings from Storybrooke, we'll continue to push that out
as long as they want to do it. They can do it.
Yeah,
but we love you guys.
When we left Greetings from Storybrooke about a year ago, that's the first time this kind of crossed my mind. That maybe we should do this because things were starting to get kind of serious at work and it was taking a lot of energy. But like you were saying, I knew it was the one big outlet you had.
It was my outlet.
But now that you have something new.
Right. Now that, I have a professional job, I don't have that bandwidth anymore because I need to be dedicating it somewhere else.
But yeah, it's so many great people.
Thank you.
We've met
I don't think we've said that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
To everyone who's been at all a part of our storyteller family.
And as we tell you every episode, we love all of you.
We really do.
Absolutely.
We really do. Like we said, Legends of Gotham is going to go through the end of season 3, which we'll leave the Patreon open until the end, and then we'll close it probably after our final episode.
Yeah.
Just cause. Let's just be honest, just cause.
Well, I mean, we'll be.
We are still providing the service. We're just altering it. But
and I'm sure we'll probably, because I think in the near future we're planning on binge watching Lost.
And by near future he means maybe tonight.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll be live. We can
live tweet some things
from like the We're So Lost account or something like that.
Yeah.
All the social media stuff will stick around.
It'll stick around. It won't be as active. It's not that active now, but it'll be, it'll be there for if you need us. If you want us, please never hesitate to reach out to either of us.
Oh, definitely.
We are still here for you.
Our listeners for the past
our friends.
Almost 5 years have been our friends and our family, and they've been there for us in really rough times and really good times and everything in between.
You guys have really seen us at our best and our worst.
And I think,
and I don't just mean when we did Power Hour with Rum. that might not be my proudest moment.
Yeah, I think I said this when we closed up shop on Greetings last year, but I had a really rough time in my life a couple of years ago, and if it wasn't for these podcasts,
we wouldn't have got through it.
Yeah, I don't think I in particular and us would have got through it. So thank you guys again so much.
You've been our therapy sessions.
Definitely.
So.
You've been something to do.
You've been something to keep us motivated moving forward and having a reason to get up and put something out there. So thank you.
Yes,
from the bottom of our hearts.
So
thank
much.
you.
And
I'm gonna cry now. So let's.
Yeah, so
let's
wrap it up. Okay, well, we'll see you guys in April for the last few episodes of Legends
Where
of Gotham.
can people find you, Bill?
Where can people find me on Legends of Gotham in April? I'm at Bill Meeks on Twitter, and really that's about it for now. You can go to BillMeeks.com. I'm probably going to be putting something up there in
soonly.
the next few months. But right now it just goes to my Twitter. And where can people find you, Anne-Marie?
You can find me on Twitter at AMDSimone, and well, pretty much everything I do filters through there. So
fair enough.
Thank you.
Right. Again, we love you. Bye.
Bye.